Hello students, today we are going to solve university problems on ratio and proportion. Let us see the first problem. If A is to B is equal to 2 is to 5 and B is equal to C is equal to 4 is to 5, find A is to B is to C. Okay. So, in this problem, the value of B in the first ratio is 3 and in the second ratio it is 4. So the value of B should be made common in both the ratios. Okay. So hence multiply the first ratio by the first term and in the second ratio multiply the second ratio by the second term. Okay. So yeah. Now A is to B is 2 is to 3, right? And B is to C is 4 is to 5, right? So multiply the first ratio with the first, multiply the first ratio by the first term, that is B's value. Okay, so 4. So 4 into 2 and 4 into 3. Okay, and multiply the second ratio, that is 4 is to 5, with the second term of the first ratio, which is 3. Got it? So when you do this, what will happen? 4 into 2 is 8 and 4 into 3 will be 12, right? For A is to B. For B is to C, 3 into 4 is 12 and 3 into 5 is 15. So now B's ratio in both the cases 12. So B is same. So 8 is to 12 is to 15. Got it? But in the exam, how you will write? Write it like this. First ratio which is A is to B. Okay. So A is to B is 2 is to 3. Multiply it by first term of the second ratio, which is 4. So this will become 4 into 2 is 8 and 4 into 3 is 12. So 8 is to 12. Okay. Now second ratio. Second ratio is B is to C and B is to C is 4 is to 5. You multiply this with 3. That is second term of the first ratio. Okay. So 4 into 3, 12. 4 into 5, 15. Now B's value in both the ratios is same, which is 12. Correct? So A is to B is to C is equal to 8 is to 12 is to 15. And that is what is asked. Okay. So this is how you will write in the exam. Got it? Now let's solve the next question. Divide 574 among PQR so that PQ will get their share in the ratio of 3 is to 4 and QR will get a share in the ratio 3:5. Okay. So, 574 you have to divide between P, Q and R in such a way that P and Q will get their share in the ratio of 3:4 and Q and R will get the share in the ratio of 3:5. Again, in this case you have to make sure that Q ratio is same. Okay, so what you will do, multiply the first ratio with first term of the second ratio, which is 3. So multiply the first ratio with 3 and multiply the second ratio with the second term of first ratio, which is 4. Okay, so multiply the second ratio by 4. Now 3 into 3 is 9, 3 into 4 is 12, correct? 4 into 3 is 12, 4 into 5 is 20. So the ratio is 9:12:20. So ratio between P, Q and R is 9:12:20. Right? So now you divide 574 in the ratio 9:12:20. Okay? So let us solve. Okay. So first ratio, is P:Q and P:Q is 3:4 and you multiply this with first term of the second ratio, which is 3. 3 into 3 is 9 and 3 into 4 is 12. Okay. Now second ratio, is Q:R and Q:R is 3:5. Multiply it with the second term of first ratio, which is 4. 4 into 3 12 and 4 into 5 20. Okay. Now ratio of Q is same in both the case. The value of Q is same. Correct. Value of Q is 12 in both the case. So P:Q:R is equal to 9:12:20. Correct. The sum of 9 plus the sum of the ratio. Okay. So sum of the ratio is 9 plus 12 plus 20. It comes to 41. Correct. So P's share is equal to 574 into 9 by 41. Q's share is 574 into 12 by 41 and R's share is equal to 574 into 20 by 41. So 574 into 9 by 41. How much it comes to? Let's check. Five 74 into 9 divided by 41, 126. 126. 574 into 12 by 41 168 574 into 20 by 41 is 280. Total is 574. Okay. So divide 574 among PQR so that, okay. So we have divided 574 between PQ and R in the ratio of 5:12:20. Okay. Let's solve the next problem. Distribute rupees 632 among A, B and C in such a way that B will have 20% more than A and C. Okay, sorry, 20% more than A and C will have 20% less than B. Okay. So distribute 632 among A, B and C in such a way that B will have 20% more than A. If A is having 100, okay, let A share be 100. Okay, let us assume that A will receive rupees 100. If A will receive 100, B will receive 20% more, that is 120, 100 plus 20, correct? So which becomes 120, and C will receive 20% less than B. So C will receive 120 minus 20%. So 20% of 120 is 24, correct? So 120 minus 24, 20% of 120 it is, okay, 20% of 120. So 20% of 120 is 24. So 120 minus 24 becomes 96, right? So the ratio is 100 is to 120 is to 96. We can simplify this. Okay. So all are divisible by 4. Correct? 4 25s are. Okay. Then 4 30s are 120 and 4 24s are. So the ratio is 25 is to 30 is to 24. Right. So divide 632 between A, B and C in the ratio 25 is to 30 is to 24. Okay. So yeah, let us write it. So how you will write in the exam? Let us assume that A will receive rupees 100. Then B's share will be A plus 20% of A's share plus 20% of A's share, right? That is 100 plus 20% of 100, which is 100 plus 20, which is 120. Then C's share will be B's share minus 20% of B's share, right? That is 120 minus 20% of 120. So 120 minus 20% of 120 is 24. So which is equal to 96. Okay. Therefore, A is to B is to C is equal to 100 is to 120 is to 96. Okay. Or this can be written as 25 is to 30 is to 24. Okay. So sum of the terms is equal to 25 plus 30 plus 24 is equal to, I think it is 79. 55 plus 24, 79, right? So A's share is equal to, the amount is 632. So 632 into 25 by 79. B's share will be 632 into 30 by 79, and C's share will be 632 into 24 by 79, which is, this comes to 200, 240 and 192. Total is 632. Okay. Let's see the next question. Sachin, Dhoni and Virat started a partnership firm with 40,000, 48,000 and 65,000 respectively. After 5 months, Sachin and Dhoni added 10,000 and 12,000 to their capital, while Virat withdrew 5,000 after 10 months. If they earn 54,000 profit, find the ratio in which they should share their profit and also calculate the amount of profit they get. Okay. So let's start. Sachin invested 40,000, right? So 40,000 is there in the account for 12 months. Okay. And he had it 10,000 after 5 months. That means 10,000 is there for 7 months. Correct? So in a year there are 12 months, no? So Sachin first contributed 40,000. So 40,000 is invested for 12 months and 10,000 is invested for 7 months. Right? In case of Sachin. In case of Dhoni, 48,000 is invested for 12 months and 12,000 is invested for 7 months. Okay. In case of Virat, 65,000 he invested for 12 months. Okay. Find the ratio in which they should share profit. Okay. While 5,000 he withdrew after 10 months, right? So in case of Virat, 65,000 is invested for 12 months and then he withdrew 5,000. So 5,000 you have to subtract for 2 months. Okay. So let's start. I'll start writing, then you will understand. Okay. So Sachin invested rupees 40,000 for 12 months. So 40,000 into 12. So 40,000 into 12. 4 into 12 is 48. And then 4 zeros, which is 4,80,000. Okay. And add additional capital of rupees 10,000 for 7 months. So 10,000 was invested for 7 months, which is 70,000. So Sachin's total capital, it's not actually total capital. So amount invested is, we are doing this only to calculate the ratio. Okay. So total comes to 5,50,000. Okay. Now Dhoni invests 48,000 for 12 months. So 48,000 into 12. 48,000 into 12 is 5,76,000. Okay. So 48,000 is invested for 12 months. Okay. Then add additional capital. So additional capital is 12,000, which is rupees 12,000. Okay, for 7 months. So 12,000 into 7. 12,000 into 7 comes to 84,000. Okay. So total 6,60,000. Now Virat invested 65,000. Okay, and it was there for 10 months and then he withdrew 5,000. So 65,000 is there for 10 months and 60,000 for next 2 months. Okay. So Virat invested rupees 65,000 for 10 months. So 65,000 into 10, which comes to 6,50,000. Then add, he withdrew 5,000. So now your capital has become 65,000. No, now the capital has become 60,000. So Virat's capital for 2 months after withdrawal. WAL. Will be, it is 5,000. Now the capital for 2 months has become 60,000. So 60,000 into 2. Okay. So this has become 1,20,000. So Virat's total capital $7,70,000. So the ratio is 5,50,000 is to 6,60,000 is to 7,70,000. Okay. So 5,50,000 is to 6,60,000 is to 7,70,000, which is 5 is to 6 is to 7. If you simplify, it comes to 5 is to 6 is to 7. Okay. So now you have the ratio. You have to divide the profit in the ratio of 5 is to 6 is to 7. So sum of the terms of the ratio is equal to 5 plus 6 plus 7, which is equal to 18. Right? So Sachin's share how much is the profit? Profit is 54,000. Sachin's share would be 54,000 into 5 by 18. Dhoni's share will be 54,000 into 6 by 18. And Virat's share 54,000 into 7 by 18. Okay. Which comes to 15,000, 18,000 and 21,000. Total is 54,000. Okay. Let's solve the next problem. The price of a car is 7,50,000 after giving discount. The price has decreased. The ratio of its previous price to present price is 10 is to 8. Find the new price. Very simple it is. Okay. So the price of the car is 7,50,000. Okay. After the discount, the price has decreased. The ratio of the previous price to present price is 10 is to 8. So the ratio is 10 is to 8. 10 is the old price and the price of the car. 10 is the price of the car and 8 is after discount. If 10 is 7,50,000, how much is 8? That you have to calculate. Okay. So let the new price of the car be X. Let the new price of the car be x. So by cross multiplication, okay, you get x is equal to 8 into 7,50,000 divide by 10. Okay, or instead of write, or you can also write like this. Let the new price of the car be x. Therefore, 7,50,000 is to x is equal to 10 is to 8. Okay, so 7,50,000 into 8 is equal to x into 10. So therefore x is equal to 7,50,000 into 8 divided by 10. So we use the property of ratio and we solved it. So therefore x is equal to 6 lakhs. Okay. That's it for the day, students. Have a great day. Thank you very much. We'll solve remaining problems in the next class.